My name is Pepto Dismal, and I'm here to talk about a movie I love to hate, Jason X. The 10th film in this franchise joins an elite rank of movies you write drinking games to. They insult and enrage you with their lack of substance, huge plot holes, horrible effects, worse dialogue, and submission to trope after trope. And for me, those are some of my favorite films. And today we're going to talk about where horror either goes to thrive or goes to die, and that's space.
You've got to be kidding me.
The movie opens to the near-distant future of 2010 at the Crystal Lake Research Facility, where they've managed to actually physically ensnare a magical mass murderer in a research center that's advanced enough to foster a cryogenics program, yet they do a pretty crackpot job of convincing us that he's been professionally contained with rusty chains, worn leather straps, and antique padlocks. See, you gotta understand, for me, the first few minutes of a slasher are crucial. You need to take me from the setup to the kills in a way that makes sense. I need to get motive, I need to get origin. And if I get neither of those, then it better be compelling and suspenseful. But we also know this franchise. We know that previous directors have taken liberty with everything. So if you want to grab a fan that's been steered around in a ton of different directions and take us to space, you have to get us on your team almost immediately. So, minutes in some shitty warehouse when David Cronenberg showed up, it blew my damn mind.
I don't want them frozen, Rowan. I want them soft.
And I thought, if the director of The Fly is in the first 3 minutes of this, then this is gonna be crazy good. But they don't even spare a second to show us how Jason is magically reunited with his machete. I mean, did they really keep it near him?
Guys, it's okay. He just wanted his machete back. Whew.
So, no, Cronenberg, you beautiful fucking angel of creep and weird. Not even your cameo could raise the bar, but it does kick off the body count.
What the hell?
Lady Pantsuit, our hero, manages to lure Jason to another abandoned, creepy-ass, unhygienic basement and bait him into a cryogenic chamber. Unfortunately, the chamber is either made of aluminum foil or his machete is adamantium steel. You get to choose how you suspend your disbelief here. Either way, the two are frozen in time until the future.
No viruses, no bacteria, no toxins, it's clean.
We're a group of archaeologist students who we can write off as drug-using, sex-crazed meat puppets, find the popsicle duo, and are easily out of their league. Lo and behold, they unseal Jason and learn that hockey will be outlawed in 2024. So enjoy that for 10 more years. Of course, no one seems to notice that he's definitely not holding a hockey stick until after his frozen body collapses forward and cuts off stoner dreadhead dude's arm. Upside, in the future, they can shrink wrap debilitating injuries. Downside, white dudes with dreads are still a thing. So, one thing I'm not going to spend too much time critiquing are the Canadian actors or their dialogue.
Oh, this sucks on so many levels!
As we don't have 10 goddamn hours for me to literally repeat every horrible, moment-ruining line. But let's just say that after an insufferable amount of rewrites, it becomes immediately obvious that people are still awful. Because this is not a slasher movie in space. This is a misguided attempt to make space look like a late 90s pop music video. The tone is wrong, and 445 years later, there's obviously a shit ton of scientific progress that includes space travel, and reanimated corpses, and human-looking robots, and holograms, and even alien babies suspended in science-y tubes. But humankind is still a race of annoying shitheads that we can't wait to be victims. So roughly 30 minutes in, we've seen one inappropriate teacher-student BDSM scene.
You pass!
One sex scene and one pair of fake robot tits, and that's enough. Cause Jason is reanimated by just too much sex time, and we start the body count in space. This leads to easily the best kill in the movie, holding Blondie's head face first in a sink of liquid nitrogen and smashing her frozen head on the counter. The next chunk of the movie consists of the normal victim chase, but honestly, it all falls flat. The only thing that stands out is Kane Hodder's acting, because he is the best Jason this franchise has ever seen. Without his competence, every kill would have lacked presence. The only other kill that was genuinely legit was the SWAT team dude's impaled body spinning on that giant screw. If that doesn't flip a satisfying switch in your lizard brain, nothing will. Then we have a little robot-human makeout session, which just has to be in every horrible space movie. But I really think the last great scene is the epic fight between KM-14 and Jason. Sure, it's ruined by campy lines that seriously downgrades the actual badassery going on, but it was still incredible to see a robot lady get hard in a dominatrix outfit. It was so great, I even thought the poor man's Matrix latex bodysuit would redeem the whole movie. If I had only known there were still 20 minutes left. They didn't need to reanimate Jason in some souped up sci-fi rebirth like a sad nanotech zombie Jesus. Soak it up, guys, because this is our Mr. Freeze moment. This is our Jar Jar Binks. When we watch classically and horrifically bad movies, we often don't ask how it could have been any worse. And I don't want you to get me wrong, Jason X is entertaining. It's so bad that you love to hate it. And we've all seen bad Jason movies. We've seen Jason movies where Jason isn't even in it. I'm looking at you, number 5. I personally think there are 2 ways this movie could have turned into a jaw-dropping nightmare. 1, they had turned every gun into a laser gun with full-blown pew-pew sound effects. I mean, you've seen the quality of CGI throughout this movie. If every bullet was a crappy neon orange laser beam, I would probably cut myself. But honestly, how this movie could have been the biggest shit show of all time is if they would have taken liberties with Jason's machete and transformed it into some lightsaber ripoff. So in some ways, we should count our blessings that they at least were smart enough to know that we never fuck with the man's machete. Thanks so much for tuning in. Check us out later for more horror movie discussions, and if this crushed your guts, hit that like and subscribe button below.